And I'm back. Let's see here. I only put one function notation in this time. Most kids have it. If you don't have it, please ask me for help, or I don't know, look it up on YouTube. F notation. Negative. All I did was I let x be -3. This is not hard. You just don't seem to want to wake up. -5 times -3 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. Average rate of change now has two problems in it. It's got slope and then it's got average rate of change. So slope's the easy one. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And I told you, since I taught it, that it was now fair game as a normal question. And it is. Anyways, I labeled while I was talking. I'm going to do -12 minus 7 over 8 minus a -3. And that's going to give me -19 over 11. You know, slope is such a huge concept in mathematics, and it just starts right there. I mean, if you take, I don't know how many of you are going to take calculus, but if you take calculus, calculus is nothing but a lesson in slope, average rate of change. It's what it is. That's all it is. It's slope. Obviously, you look at it differently, but that's what it is. Number 11, given f of x is x to the second plus 2, find the average rate of change over the interval from -1 to 2. So your ARC formula is f of b minus f of a, sitting pretty over b minus a, and you get a and b here. So you've got to do some function notation. You've got to go off to the side, and you've got to figure out what f of 2 is, which is done by plugging in a 2. It's 2 squared plus 2, which is 6. And you got to figure out what f of -1 is, which is a -1 quantity squared plus a 2, which is 3. And then you get to plug all your crap in. So if I plug my crap in, I got 6 minus 3 sitting pretty over 2 minus a -1, which is what? 3 over 3, which is 1. How about that? Before I do the bonuses, up to ACT. What is the slope-intercept form of -8x plus 2y equals 12? So they're literally saying, what is y equals mx plus b form? Please don't miss this. Don't be a Patrick. Since y is on the left, I'm going to leave that dude there. I'm going to shift this over. 2y is now a positive 8x plus a 12, because the 12 didn't go anywhere. And I'm going to divide by 2. Ta-da! There you go. For right triangle ABC shown below, what is the tangent of A? So you were taught an acronym last year with Miss Cantrell called SOHCAHTOA, or sine of an angle is the side opposite over the hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is a side adjacent over hypotenuse. And what we're asking about here is tangent. And the tangent of some angle, should be wrapping that in parentheses by the way, is the side opposite over the side adjacent. Well, now I've drawn all over my triangle, they are interested in angle A. This is what I'm doing. So I'm going to label everything in reference to angle A. Side C, wow, this is wrong. Whatever. That's kind of odd they did this, but whatever. According to this thing, side C, which is oddly enough opposite of angle B, is adjacent. This is side A, it is opposite, and side B is the hypotenuse. I wonder if they did that to throw kids off. I don't know. Anyways, according to this little guy, the tangent of angle A would be opposite over adjacent, and opposite is a little a, and adjacent is a little c. And on to the bonuses. I don't know why these are so hard on kids, but we just take a finger and we cover up a factor. That's all we do. 2x minus a half is 0. Or 5x plus 13 is a 0. Just because you can FOIL doesn't mean you should. So we move the half over, and then we divide by 2. To divide a number by 2, you literally throw a 2 in its denominator, and you get x is 1 over 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 13, 5x is negative 13, and x is negative 13 fifths. Bonus 2 is a factoring problem. I have no idea how this factors, but my gut says 4x and 2x, and we'll see if she's right. 15, my gut says 3 and 5. And my gut's right. The outside is 20x, and the inside is 6x. And I need a positive 14, so I have to add 20 but take away 6. And the last one, given f of x is 2x squared plus 3x minus 4, find f of x plus h. And what that means is you replace x with x plus h. So f of x plus h would be 2 times an x plus an h quantity squared plus 3 times an x plus an h minus a 4. To square something, by gosh, you write it twice. 2 times x plus h times x plus h. This one I can do real quick, plus 3x plus 3h minus a 4. And if you were to double distribute here, you'd get an x squared, you'd get plus an hx plus another hx, so plus 2hx, and then plus an h squared. And there's still a 2 out there. And then we're going to distribute the 2. 2x squared plus 4hx or xh, however you want it, plus 3x plus 3h minus 4. If that seems like that's too much for you, you belong in bridge math next year. Straight up. If that's too much for you, next year you take easy math class. If it's not, you either take dual enrollment or you take me for pre-calc. You get to kind of pick next year to some degree.